What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another daily YouTube video where we cover the market, our trades, and all the content from EA. You thought yesterday was crazy? Well, have I got some news for you today? We have another crazy day of trading and we've already made a ton of coins. It's currently 7:52 p.m, which is not even 2 hours after content, and I've bought and sold so many coins. Main content today was Delafo, who's coming at 54k for this card, which isn't terrible, isn't great. Left mid, left wing, so left-sided player. Some decent looking stats, decent trait. If you're just starting the game, then I guess it's not too bad. It's only 55k and it is a 90 rated card. And the price of 90 rated fodder, probably pretty close to 55k, I'd imagine. 90 rated fodder is a lot lower. It's 35k these days, but still, it's a usable card. If you've got a spot in your team for him and you want him and you like him, go for it. But the big thing today is this SBC, and we can see this SBC right. Did I already do it? I think I already did it on this account. Team of the Season XP Challenge 1. This is a crazy pack because it gives you 5 tradable Dutch cards for a very easy to do SBC. SBC is coming in at a price of, let me take a look. It is very cheap. 6.75k, and you get 5 tradable Dutch cards. I actually got Memphis Depay. I sold for, I actually sent it to the club and I sold it for 10.5k, 11.5k. Which pays for the entire thing anyway. But it has caused a huge crash on every single Dutch card. You're going to see some crazy prices here right now. You're going to see Ake down at 190. Another Dutch card which is down is going to be Xavi Simons, Bergwijn, Gertrude, Veerman. All these cards are down massively from yesterday because they have been flooded onto the market. Look at the kind of drops we're talking here. 350, you always sell for content on the weekend, and bang, down to 190. Xavi Simons here, he actually was going all the way. He went from 950 yesterday. Let's just look at this guy's movements, to be honest. He was at something like 600 or something, went to like 1.4, came all the way down, went right back up, it's come all the way down again. He even went lower this time, he went to 700k. Bergwijn, another card with a similar path and fate, held really well, had a really good rise of night to 172, bang, down to 60k. It's still at 60k right now, which is insane to me. And Gertrude, exactly the same story here. Was chilling at around 90 last night, went all the way up to 115, bang, all the way down at 50k, which is funny. And this is the best one of all, because this is Veerman, who's an 88 rated fodder card at 18k. He was sat chilling at a price of 23k, and bang, he went down to 16k. And if you look at the cheapest 88, he's the cheapest by 3k, so it's the easiest no-brainer of all time to even pick this up because there's a 3k gap there. Should never exist if you have learned anything from our trades over the last few weeks. Within the first hour, all those cards dropped significantly, and we did buy a ton of cards. I'll show you. I posted a tweet on my Twitter, link in the description. I got a ton of these Bergwijns here, all for 60k, and I got out on the first hour because I thought with the relist and people going to bid after 1 hour. Relists are basically the guys who couldn't sell in the first hour, they have to wait an hour. They didn't go cheap enough, and then they have to undercut to get rid of their card, right? So it drives the price down. People also leave open bids and they go on bid. I sold like 2, 4, 6 of these Bergwijns, bought for 60k, sold for 79.5. Pretty good trade. Let me have a load of Gertrudes. We got for 50k, only sold 59.5, but it's profit. And there are a lot of them, you can see. So that's around 6k per card there. Nathan Ake picked one up for 190, only got one, but we did also sell that for 219. As you saw from the current prices, they're way down now. Another big brain move I made was I got 40 Depays on bid for around 8.5 to 8.8k, all sold for 11.5k here. That's not all the cards, there were more and they have sold since. And then, so that was after the first hour. Once the first hour ended, we said, let's get ready for bids, as I'll show you on the Patreon right here. We did make this post. This is how we navigated the content. Dutch fodder cards are crashing heavily, buy them all, they're way too cheap. And then I literally couldn't post prices because it was too quick. I said just buy these cards, obviously the Tots cards. Then I said I sold all my cards and here's the prices, and the next plan, so right now, an hour ago, bids. Bidding on all these cards will bring the price down, and therefore we're going to go back into them and take a look at what we can buy. Let me show you some of the bids we got. Bidding 1 hour after a crazy crash is always insane, even more so when there's a ton of supply. And look at this. So I got some Gertrudes here at 49, not the best. The pies, look at this. You're talking 85 rated fodder for 2.3k. You can see here clearly he's at 10k. You can see that's a quite insane return. I could only win a few. I got a bid on a load. We haven't got a Gertrude here. Let me pull up his price on Footbin. He is sat at 53k by the way, just to show you. So these aren't the best, but it is what it is. 30k, 40k, 44k, 47, 30k, and 45k. As you can see, I didn't really win that many bids if you saw how many I actually bid on. Those are some insane rewards and profits. We did then buy a ton of cards and we did make a ton of huge investments at certain prices. These cockatoos have been trying to lazy sell, not been doing the best, but slow and steady wins the race day. I then had bought a ton of Nathan Ake's for 190 or lower on the second dip. I have a ton of these right now. If it's 210, 220, I'll be selling. More Gertrudis here, 52k, nothing too crazy. Bergwijn, 60k. And realistically, it's just a sea of Bergwijns and Ake's, mainly Ake's. Because my Ake, I believe, is the best card of the lot here and the most usable and will have the most demand with all those Man City cards. Not to mention the fact he's not like crashing towards fodder price, so he has a bit of a floor. We then made a huge play here. We were monitoring this card. A lot of other people were monitoring him on my Discord. And I got involved too. And we did notice, obviously, this card has had crazy movements from 1.4 at his peak today. And I actually saw him at a price of 700k. So I got involved. And here's some Xavi Simons. I got one for 700, 700, 695, 700, 700, 699, 685. I only got 8. I could have got a couple more if I was a tiny bit faster. He's currently already sat at 790. I predict this card goes close to 900k where I will start to get out these cards for an insane 150k profit per card, which will mean 1.2 million in profit minimum on these Xavi Simons if he goes to 900k, which is insane for just buying a total of 8 cards. And you can see now why I would have preferred to buy an extra 2, even though I had the coins. But it is what it is. We've made a great trade, most likely. Even if I sell right now, I'm going to make 50k a card. So let's see how this goes from here. Here's more Ake's at 190. I truly believe this Ake card will rebound too. If I hadn't realized earlier that Xavi Simons is going to rise, I would have just bought Xavi Simons instead. But it's always the way. Now, if we look at the rest of the team, you're going to see not much movement on the other cards. The tension may be displaced. Rice is obviously approaching fodder price as we expected it was, just like the Gea. These will hit fodder prices if they aren't already. A lot of the other cards should gradually drop as the demand for weekly cards slowly decreases. I believe Kim and Jae was 90k earlier. I do believe he was 90k, so he's had quite a nice rebound. Yeah, he got really low, 4 or 6 PM today, 90k. And he has rebounded very well to 108, so that was clearly too low there, and that card has rebounded. And if we're looking at the rest of the community team here, Adic hasn't really moved too much down. Bergwijn's heavily down. Xavi Simons has had a nice heavy rebound. And Palidis and with my guy, Kopchu, moving around like fodder. 89 rated fodder. Let's quickly go through the fodder for you guys. Don't bother trading any of that fodder in my opinion. 84s, I wouldn't even bother with that. 85s, you can see these are still cheap if you could have got these on bid. 86s are right next to them in price, which is always funny. 88, the Vim in here you can see he's clearly way too cheap at 18k. If you can still buy him, that's a really safe price. Looks like he's 19k now as this gap closes, as they always do. Douglas Luiz and Cocktail are the cheapest fodder, along with Ito. All these cards are in packs. Be careful with them, as obviously fodder won't rise as crazy when they're in packs. Gertrude, you can actually see, is the cheapest 91 now at 50k. That's a pretty low risk play, because even if the fodder drops, you can get out nice and quickly. My 30 and 40k buys looking great there. Alvidas, not the most usable, but you can see a very usable gold card right next to him, who is also fodder, mainly due to his ton of supply which he just received on the market. 35, 36k does look good there. If you can get any of these prices, I would consider buying them, but most likely by the time you've seen this video, or a few hours after you see this video, I've already or will be taking profits on Xavi Simons and these high risk cards to get my coins back to invest, because simply the money is too good and too quick. We have been trading some other cards, just the usual cards. Dudek, I have a VVD. All my cards from yesterday sold. We did hit 20 million coins when we counted up everything. Should be almost closing on 21 mil today, which is kind of crazy. We did do 2 icon packs yesterday. One on Saturday. And we did actually get a Prime Eto, which is pretty nice. And we did get a Duke Perez, which is sad. We're looking to craft ourselves a Marquisio this week, so we can play Marquisio and Mateus. Here are my red picks. You didn't miss out on anything, don't worry. I got 11 and 4, and then I stopped, and these were my reds. So GG's to EA for ruining red picks I picked moments in. It is what it is, we shouldn't be surprised. I did manage to obviously do the icon pack for free using all that stuff, so that was worthwhile. But yeah, overall, the plan will be to lazy out of these investments, take the profit, move on. Oh, I can actually just see right now my weekend league counter is still on the screen. funny. You can leave that on. That's proved my record at least. And yeah, taking profits is never a bad thing, especially when cards have a ton of supply like this. Xavi Simons is looking to be my biggest moneymaker right now, where most of my coins being made. That's what you like to see. 790k, let's take a look in game. He had an insane amount of pages, but if his price has dropped by 50%, and not to mention Xavi Simons is a silver, so apparently he's not really even getting packed in the pack, which made everything drop. I think it's a crazy deal and a crazy price. Take a look, how many are there for 800, right? Okay, so clearly there's a lot of people listing for this price. I mean, it's not surprising if they all bought at 700. All trying to get out now. This could even be my own Discord trying to get out from right now, or the Patreon. But I wouldn't panic too much. Maybe he does keep coming down. We'll have to wait and see, and we'll react accordingly. Obviously, if you want to have those kind of benefits, you need to join the Patreon, because will be done way before the video is released. Other than that, guys, I have a free trading Discord which has Twitch sub benefits, along with Twitch sub benefits, sorry, because I stream twice daily on Twitch at 2:30 PM and 10 PM UK time. I have paid Patreon for all those elite tips which you just saw, like live trading and basically recording everything I do. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you tomorrow.